Hello and welcome everybody, I'm Barbarian and today I'm going to show you how to get the Kali Maaa achievement that 1.5% of all CK2 players have by simply doing practically nothing. Well, you know, I saw a couple of guides for this achievement, but all of them involved a lot of RNG, a lot of work on the player side, and you know how it is. I hate RNG, I hate working, we're all lazy here. So, how do you sacrifice a king or emperor tier character to Kali without any RNG or any hard work? Well, it's quite, you know, simple to explain. All you do is you go to the classic starting position that we all so very well love and know. It is, of course, the Mongols, the Ilkhanate to be specific, down here in 1241. The usual guides, tell you to go with Delhi because they already have some vassal kings that they can imprison and so on and so forth, and you have to, of course, imprison somebody. But the big issue that I have taken with those guides is essentially, if you play that, you either have to bring in a substantial amount of energy where, you have to like conquer some stuff, you have to get prestige, you have to get piety, or, you get even unlucky and the king rebels and destroys you. So you either work for it or the king will destroy you, because if you were to imprison one of these kings over here, for example Sultan Tuhan, after converting, with Padishah Bahram to Hinduism, you will be in a situation where everyone in your realm will rebel and they will be stronger than you, believe you me. So, the big issue that I take with that, of course, is at the end of the day that you are looking at a situation where you can be overrun unless you work for it. So, what we're going to do instead is we're going to, first of all, divorce our wife. I don't think that is a crucial step, but I like the step nonetheless. And then we're going to go ahead and actually, plunder some down here and destroy the assassins up there with a conquest war. Much more you don't really have to do, because you just gotta wait. What you're waiting for is the conversion attempt by one of the Hindu lords, and by the way, the first month of this scenario will be very, very long. It will take quite some time, simply because, this start date starts where everybody holds 1 million provinces and all of the holy orders have to be founded, so it takes some time to get ready. You can see some sigils popping up all over the map, because that's what the AI does left and right. And the assassins are, leaving me in the dirt here. Why are we destroying the assassins? Of course, oh, there you go, beautiful. Pujari Bataka, a preacher in the service of Maharaja Yatigudeva of the Paramara Kingdom, has arrived in Kom to spread the gospel. Yes, tell me more of the Supreme. Thank you very much. Now, you gotta get a bit lucky there, because, it can take a year, a month, 2 years, until you actually get the event where, you are going to go on and actually convert yourself. But it is not that long. It could be much worse. It could be much better, of course. I hope that I'm gonna get lucky here. Sometimes it takes you a year, sometimes it can take you 5 years, but you're very, very young, so this is not really of any concern to you. Now, I am destroying the assassins here, because otherwise the assassins will go on and actually, stage a plot that could be successful, and you definitely do not want a successful plot against you. That is one of those things that you cannot afford. So let's just auto-start plots. There you go. And this pillaging that I do here is actually wholly unnecessary, in the sense that you will get enough piety from converting to actually then be able to, do whatever you must. But I still like to take it, just so that I come across as more pious than I truly am. And, otherwise you don't have anything to do in this, in this speedrun. None of these really matter to me. All of these events, of course, are entirely unnecessary, but there we go. I got it fairly quickly. Look at this. We're barely a year in. Not even 7 months, I want to say. There you go. The time has come to embrace Brahma. Now, the funny thing is, usually when you convert, you lose piety, but in this case, nope, you just lose prestige, which is absolutely irrelevant, and you become Hindu. Now, as a Hindu, what you need to do is go into Intrigue menu and then choose a patron deity. Who you're going to pick is, of course, Kali, the slayer and agent of time. And after you've done that, here comes a funny step. With the piety that you gained here, as I said, you didn't actually need to siege anything. You're going to create a kingdom. Any kingdom. I would advise you, to just go with Khorasan or whatever. It doesn't actually matter, because the way this works is essentially you hand it out and then everyone, and I mean this, you could make it so that, he, for example, will not rebel against you. You could try that, but let's be real here. Exactly, perfect. So we had a 76% chance of him actually escaping here. That was quite frightening for me, because I want to show you that just how easy it is to destroy the enemy here if they do indeed rebel. Usually, you should be fairly afraid of these rebellions, because they will be big, and, I mean, look at him. 38k troops. If all of the entire realm of Delhi rises up against you as the Maharaja over there, you will die. Now, as the Mongols, not that big a deal, because I have infinite amount of troops, and as you can see here, I will just power through them wherever I have to. You should do this too, or maybe you get lucky enough and just capture him. Either way, make sure that you get rid of him can probably imprison him actually like quicker if you get the piety earlier, meaning that you can do this even if you're not yet Hindu. You can just go on and imprison this fellow, or rather, you know, give him his kingdom title first and then imprison him, and do yourself a favor and just work it out before you even convert to Hinduism. Now, this war is unlosable unless you know, I guess, like, willfully lose it. But when it comes to actual quality gameplay and, you know, what you need to do, the effort that you need to put in, you need to press a bunch of buttons. That is the amount of effort that this amounts to. And there you go. See, this is a free victory battle right here. I did nothing for this. I'm not even leading. Entirely ignorable. And there you go. The assassins are destroyed, meaning they cannot actually assassinate us, which is exactly what we had in mind. And with that being done, I just need to get rid of him, and then we can actually end this by sacrificing this fella to Kali. Now, as I said, this war in itself, you know, takes a bit of time, I suppose, but no effort whatsoever, and no RNG as well, because we essentially got a free conversion, and we didn't need to work for winning this war at all. That's the magic of these exploits. It's not really, I mean, let's be honest here, it's not really an exploit. That is not entirely true. But it is definitely not as intended that you would just sit down and use their troops in this way against, you know, the achievement. Alright, let's take them out. I don't like you sitting on my capital, but I think that's okay because you're not properly sitting. And would you look at this? All I do is destroy. Much like Kali, if you think about it, you know? Come on, there you go. Get these out of here. And we... Yeah, they're not actually going to siege us down, huh? Fascinating. You know what? Should just... There we go. Get him out of here. Get it done. And then call it a day. I know I will. There you go, 100% and it's over. Usually they do actually give in earlier, but there you go. Now what you don't want... You don't want this man to die in your prison. So what you're going to do is you're going to put him under house arrest just to eliminate the rest of the remaining RNG. And then you're going to wait until October, because that is when this rolls around. What I do just to be sure that, you know, it's going to be him that will be sacrificed is I release everyone else. Who cares about all the other vassals? I certainly don't. Crusade for Egypt doesn't really bother me. And then once October rolls around, you will be in the position of getting rid of him and getting this achievement out of the way. New realm, don't... I can't say, I gotta admit, I cannot say that I can. But yeah, definitely I think the least RNG involved in this. In many other achievements, really, there's a lot more RNG, but this one I was able to, you know, eliminate it fully. There you go, it will be a good feast. And, I mean, that's gonna be it. Yeah, everybody's gonna say no, because none of them actually are of my religion, but that's cool. Don't sweat it. Welcome all. Let's do something extra this year. We will sacrifice a prisoner. Kali is our mother, the goddess of time, death, and the darkest night. She must be honored properly, and you have just the right thing in mind. We will sacrifice a prisoner. Orgul's Beshbelik screams as he is dragged before the great idol of Kali. As temple servants hold him down, a priest pulls out a long kris and then stabs him right through the heart. Then his throat is cut, and the blood is slowly collected in bowls made of a human skull and passed around for the guests to drink. There you go. Kali Maaa. It has been achieved, as you can tell. Where is it? There it is. Kali Maaa. Sacrifice a king or emperor tier character to Kali. Now, I want to say that this achievement is fairly easy with this because there's no RNG and you cannot lose. But if you want to see any other achievement, any particular achievement that I haven't done yet, and you want to see any RNG eliminated like I did here, even if there is a guide existing on the internet, I can do it better. That much I know. So if you have any idea, if you have any issue, you know, with any of the other achievements, then definitely let me know about it, and let's take care of them, shall we? Now, before I finish this video, I of course want to thank the members of the channel, in particular the Barons, Suspicious Duck, Stefan, The Richest T, Snywolf, Sai, and Herman, and then the wonderful Dukes. There's a new arrival, Knight of Squires, thank you for becoming a member, Kenneth, Eric, Lexo, and Benedict. Thank you so much for being members of the channel. You are what keeps this channel going the way it is currently going. If you want to support the channel in any way whatsoever, then thank you, of course, first and foremost for just watching the videos. Secondly, you can just become a member as well if you check the join button below the video, or you can buy, you know, Paradox games by paying nothing extra, then it's just the usual price, right? But I get a share if you use the affiliate link in the description, and I am officially unable to talk properly, which means that it is time to end this video. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you later, alligator.